Okay, so sketching practice. One picture is worth 1,000 words. That's for sure. So again, it shows an object's depth, width, and height. The two types of drawings for pictorial are isometric and perspective. We in class are going to focus on isometric. Okay, isometric sketch. Okay, so we are going to practice drawing this cube, but on isometric paper. So what I need you to do is I need you to grab your engineering notebook and a ruler and a pencil and turn to page 67. 67. So everybody right now turn to page 67 in your engineering notebooks. Okay?
Did you say 6 and 7?
67. Put it together, 67. So 67 in your engineering notebook. Page 67 in your engineering notebook.
Okay, got it.
Okay. We're going to title it 143 Sketching Practice on page 67. So I have my engineering notebook. I don't know if you can see me. It's the reason we're on page 67 is because that's isometric paper. Do you guys see how it's a little bit different? Isometric paper. The one you see on your screen has 90-degree, right? Like a traditional graph paper, but the isometric is what we're going to need. Okay, so your job right now is you're going to copy this cube to the best of your ability on your isometric paper. And I would start with a horizontal line, okay? So I'm going to give you guys a minute, actually like 3 minutes, and I want you to try to copy the isometric cube on your isometric paper. Isometric paper starts on page 67. Okay, for those of you who just joined us, we need our engineering notebooks, and we're going to be on page 67 of your engineering notebooks. And right now I'm going to give you guys 3 minutes to copy this, all of the cubes part in your isometric. And I'm going to do the same thing. And I'm going to use pencil just in case I mess up. But I usually don't mess up because I am Miss Lamelli. Okay. So this is like your simple example of a cube. Isometric paper. I love isometric paper because it allows us to draw it already at a 30-degree angle, right? So we already did this, copy and label the cube on your isometric axis. So we already did that, all right? So that's pretty easy to do with your isometric paper. Okay, now, super fun. I mean, kids just go all over the place with this one. Okay, isometric thumbnail sketch. Okay, the additive and subtractive 3D sketch. So follow the steps in your activity to complete this drawings on the isometric paper. So at the end of the day, or the next 5 minutes, you're gonna end up with something that looks like this, right? So where are the steps to complete this? It's not on the PowerPoint. It's actually on the worksheet. Could you open the worksheet? Did you end up being able to open the worksheet?
No.
Did you refresh and try again?
Yes. 2 times.
Okay, so everybody right now, you're going to try one more time right now because obviously it's going to be easier if you can do it on your on your own pace instead of like waiting for us. So try to see if you guys could do this. Find activity 143 in your modules. So, We're completely breaking up right there.
It works now.
Okay, cool. So hopefully it works now. So right now I want everybody to go to Friday, and I want you to click on 143 sketching practice. 143 sketching practice. And you click on the blue assignment. I hope you don't get this error. So when you open,
For me.
what was that, Angel?
The thing that just popped up on your thing is doing it for me. It says the website is under heavy load.
Okay. Did you try refreshing? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So for those of you, for some of you, it's going to work. Others of you, just keep refreshing, and hopefully it does work eventually for you. It's fine if it doesn't work, because you can just follow along with me. And the only thing is, like, you got to work at the same pace I'm working at. So either I'm going to go too fast or too slow. So you got to just make sure you're with me. Okay. So for those of you who have this worksheet up and open, you're going to do number 4. It says follow the steps. Everybody's going to do this. Number 4, follow the steps below to create an isometric sketch using the additive and subtractive method to create a 3D. So it shows you the first couple of things you have to do. And then it goes down to the next page, right? It's step by step what to do right here, right here. And then your end product should look like this at the very end. The kids who are successful are the ones who follow step by step. The kids who usually don't end up being very successful just jump and do this, and it ends up really weird. This top box should be a lot smaller than the bottom box, so make sure that it ends up looking that way. So this is our first step. Again, if you can open the file, that's the best way to complete this, because you can work on your own pace. If not, you're going to be doing it with me. So where do I want you to do this? Well, I want you to do this on page 67, which you're already on in your engineering notebook, right? Engineering notebook, page 67. You're going to be drawing this. Okay, it starts on number 4, activity 143, sketching practice. If you can't open it, fine. You're just going to follow along with me. I'm going to actually start this assignment towards the bottom of my notebook. So make sure that you are starting it towards the bottom of your notebook. Okay, so I'm gonna basically start, and when I'm done, most of you should be done as well. And I'm gonna drink some water just so you can get a head start.
Miss Lamelli,
Yes. Oh, Joshua, what's up?
what is it 142 or 143?
The assignment is 143. Some of the students are having a hard time opening, like it won't load for them on Canvas, which is perfectly fine. I'm showing it to you right now, and you're just basically, you're copying. You guys can see this, right? You guys can see the worksheet on my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're basically gonna, this is step 1, this is step 2, this is step 3, and then I'm gonna move my page up. So if you can't open it on your Chromebook, then you're just following along with me. Got it?
One more question.
Can you speak a little bit super louder or move in closer to the mic?
One more question.
Joshua, go ahead. I'm listening.
Do we go on the next page on notebooks, like 68?
No, go with 60. Well, it depends. Like, I wasn't clear enough at the beginning. I drew the first square on the top, and I'm going to draw mine on the bottom. Now, if you drew your first cube in the middle of your paper, okay, no big deal. Just use page 68. It's fine. But try to, like, put it in a corner. You know, we want to use these. We only have a limited amount of isometric paper, so we want to use them to the fullest potential. But that was my mistake. I should have warned you guys at the beginning. Oh, put it on the top. All right, I'm going to start. Hopefully, you guys are with me. I'm going to go towards the bottom.
We can't see.
What can't you see?
Where are we supposed to see you doing it?
No, you're copying it down. You're doing this. Do you see step number 1?
Yeah.
And then step number 2. So you're doing it on your isometric paper. So you're doing it. I'm doing it too, but you can't see me doing it because we're doing the same thing. And some of you are going to work a lot faster than I am. And so this is going to be your second picture that you're going to submit today for points. So the first picture was the first cube we drew, and the second picture will be this one.
Is there a specific what's it called size that we're supposed to make it?
No, it's just whatever, you know, there's no measurements. As you can see on the worksheet, there's no measurements. So you're kind of guesstimating. At the end, let me go back. At the end, it should look like that. At the end, if you follow the steps, it works out. Okay, so I'm on step number 2 already. I'm gonna do step number 3 right now. And what you notice is sometimes you got to draw your lines longer or shorter, and sometimes you got to go back and erase lines, you know, because your isometric paper somewhat leads you in like a different direction. You're like, oh, I have to go higher or lower on the other line, and that's perfectly fine. Let the isometric paper guide you. Okay, so I'm gonna move my paper. So if you can't access the paper on your own, you're gonna have to stay with me. If you can access it, then you're on your own. Hopefully you can finish before I do. I'm moving it on to page number 2. If you're erasing, that's okay. I'm erasing a lot too.
I'm a little lost, Miss Emily.
Excuse me?
I'm a little lost.
Okay, so are you in your engineering notebook on page 67?
Yeah.
Okay. This is assignment activity 143, sketching practice. You see I highlighted it in blue up here?
Yeah, it's just that you're on a different page.
Yes. Yes, I am. I've already did these 3 steps, and now I'm on this step. Can you open the file in your Canvas account? Can you click on, does this work? 143 sketching practice. Oh, right there, look, now it's working for me. Can you click on this one? And then you can go at your own pace.
It won't let me. It just says this website is
Okay, so refresh.
It's working for me now.
Say it louder, Joshua.
Now.
I can't hear you, seriously.
It's working for me. I can see the dock. I can
Okay.
see the dock.
Can anyone understand what Joshua is saying? Or Joshua, can you type it in the box, chat box?
He said that he could see the dock.
Oh, he can't? Okay, thank you, Billy, because I can hear him. Sorry. Cool, thank you. So if you can see, oh, in the chat, let me see. I can see, okay, perfect, Joshua. So go to number 4, and basically it starts on number 4, which is page 4, number 4. You're on your own. You're following the steps. Sorry, I'm back. Okay.
Miss Lameli,
Yes.
are we supposed to sketch it?
You're supposed to, yeah, you're supposed to be drawing it. So here, let me show you mine. It's right here. So I'm following step by step what to do it's on the dock. You follow step by step. So this is where I'm at right now. My next step is to erase this part. There, and this matches this part. So I'm currently on this part. Just like I asked Joshua, you guys can open it in your, in your modules and go at your own pace. Some of you, you're going at my pace, but I maybe go back to Canvas and maybe see if it opens up now that it's like hopefully not overloaded. All right, so I'm going to continue on. And actually, if we were live in class together, you would be doing the same thing. I would be handing you the worksheet and be like, okay, you're on your own, copy it. Follow the steps. You wouldn't be seeing me doing it, just like you're not seeing me doing it right now. So there's no difference. Okay, so I'm already on this step. It looks like that. Again, you can see that I've erased some of it, and that's perfectly fine. Erasing is okay. It happens. So I'm going to move down to the next step. And I'm done. There it is. Not bad. Not bad.
Amelia, you're killing my brain cells.
What? Dude, come on now. This isn't even super duper difficult. It gets kind of weird, you kind of like, because it turns into a 3D object and then you're kind of looking at it kind of like messing with my eyes. But yeah, it's supposed to be fun. You're sketching. So for some of you, it's going to be one picture, like the top cube and this in one sheet, one picture. For some of you, it's going to be two pictures, one for the top one and then one for this one. So it depends on where you drew them. I think for sixth period, I'll be extremely specific. For you guys, I kind of forgot to set you up properly. So again, your assignment later on will be to take a picture of this and then take a picture of this. Or if you have it all on one sheet, just one picture.
Miss Lomeli, I finished.
Awesome. 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 Awesome.
Do I
Okay.
upload the pictures?
Let's see. Okay. Are we okay? Now, if So we're gonna move on to the PowerPoint part again. Let me erase.
Jesus.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to the presentation part. Perspective, okay, we did that with 1 point perspective, right? It vanishes at 1 point. 2 point perspective is when it vanishes at 2 points. We're just gonna focus right now on isometric and orthographic. Woohoo! Okay, kids. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is the number one thing you guys have to learn how to do is orthographic drawings, okay? Here's an example of an isometric drawing right here, right? So this is isometric. That's an S, isometric. And that's kind of what we did. It's at a 30-degree angle. Now, what we need to learn to do is to do the top view, the front view, and the right view of an object, okay? So if you see here, this is the right view of an object. So if I stand here, what do I see? This would be it. I would see this like L shape. Why is it L? Because this top part makes it kind of go up and then over. Then the top view, no, we don't draw that. No. You're just paying attention right now. We're going to get an opportunity to draw this in a second. Then the top view is a helicopter view if I look from the top. The front view is from this view. And notice I have this little cutout. Let me erase that. Erase that. So you guys see that right here, there's this little mouse cutout. It would be right here, this little cutout as well. Right, and then, so again, we just have to focus on top, front, and right view. The top view, I see this circle right here. There's a lot of hidden lines here, right? This hidden line would be that circle. This hidden line is that cutout, right? So eventually we're gonna be drawing these and you're gonna be an expert on these and you're gonna look at this one and go like, oh, it's a piece of cake. No big deal.
My name.
Well, I'll guide you through it.
I get to call you Poppy Chulo, Big Dick.
Angel.
Oh! You know what I said?
Okay, Angel, I am recording this lesson and I don't appreciate you unmuting yourself and having us hear your conversations in the background. So make sure that you keep yourself muted, especially if there's a lot of background noise. Okay, so orthographic multi-view sketching, right, is used to show size and shape. So again, top view, front view, side view. Each view is adjacent to the other as shown here. Okay, everything lines up. That's one of the key points. So everything lines up. So this lines up here. This lines up here. This lines up here. And this lines up here, right? And I'll teach you how to do that. And it's gonna be super awesome. Oh, you guys have no idea what's ahead. It's gonna be great. Okay, we're going to copy this orthographic sketch onto your activity sheet. Label the top, front, right view. Don't forget the hidden lines. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna copy this, but I'm gonna kind of guide you through it. So what I need you to do is I need you to I'll write it down. I need you to go to page 18. And today will be the first day where we draw something in orthographic view. It's a big day for you guys. Okay, so page 18 in your engineering notebook. Engineering notebook. We ready? Okay.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, let me clear. We are going to go to put this here. Okay, I'm going to walk you through it live. So a little different than the one we just did before. So what I need you to do is follow along, okay? Please follow along with me on Zoom. You should be on Zoom right now. Okay, I'm going to first draw the like a coordinate plane. So I'm going to draw, so I'm on page 18. I'm going to draw a coordinate plane on the graph paper. Okay, so I drew my coordinate plane just like this. Okay, here in this box will be your top. This will always be your front. This will be your right. Okay. Up here is your isometric. Isometric. And to, like, you'll have an isometric drawing here, but right now we're going to concentrate on top, front, and right view. Top, front, and right view. So label everything I do right now, I'm requiring that you do as well, please. Okay. Easiest one to start with, it just depends on the figure. We're going to start on our right view. So if I remind you, here it is. Here's the right view. So if I zoom it in, okay, so we're going to do this right now. We're going to copy this L shape, counting the boxes, okay? So let me see if I can annotate this. So on top of here, I have a 2 squares over, then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares down. Then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I can miscount it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 squares. Then it's 2 squares up. Then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so everybody is going to copy this like L shape, this L shape in their front view box in their engineering notebook. Does everybody understand what I want them to do right now? Any questions?
Please.
Okay, Joshua, I can't hear you. I just hear, that's it. That's all I hear. It's like, so either go grab your, repeat that please. So you're gonna draw this front view into your front view part of your notebook, right there. So you're gonna copy this down, square by square. So, okay, so I'm gonna start. So 2 across, 6 down, and then 9 across. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll show you live what it looks like. There it is. Here's my front view. 2 by 6 by 9 by 2, 7, and 4. So you're going to copy this in your front view, And I'm going to, right there, I see there's a dotted line right there. So that means that it is a hidden, something's hidden. So I'm going to dot it. 1 down, I'm going to dot it. So create this dotted line. 1 square down, dotted line. Thumbs up if you're right with me, if you've already completed the front view. Where's my, Okay. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Good, 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 good. Yay. Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. Okay. Now we are going to, if Miss Amelia can find her control, there they are. We are now going to do the right one. Right one here. This is the right. But you can't start drawing it wherever you want. You can start drawing this one wherever you want, but this one, this has to be starting on the same line. So they have to match on the same line right here. You can't draw this like starting over here or maybe starting over here. You can't. They have to match that line right there. So it has to be on the same graph paper line. Does everybody understand that? It has to be on the same graph paper line. Okay?
Got it.
Now, let's count. This is 1, 2, 3. Wait, can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is 8. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is the same as this. 6, 2, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 here. And then 1 and 1. All right, so I'm going to copy that. But make sure, oh my gosh, this is where kids get it wrong. This line right here, it has to match. We don't draw it. It's it's a hidden line. It's a construction line, basically. It has to match, has to match. You start on the same line at the bottom. Two, 4, 6, 8. Once you've done the perimeter, I want you to do copy down the solid object lines, which are these. So make sure you include this one and this one that I highlighted in green right now into your drawing. Make sure you do those 2 lines and make sure that they are placed correctly. So this is 1, 2, 3 over, and then I'm going to draw a line, 2 lines up. And then I'm going to skip 2 and draw another. Wait, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? So this is what mine looks like right now. I have my front view and my right view, right? And if I zoom it in, the measurements, if I go like that, they match perfectly, actually. And then I drew these lines and they're dark, so they're like object lines. So just like that. So this one's your dotted line because it's hidden, and these are solid lines because they're visible when you stand on the right side of your object. Okay, the top view. Before we do the top view, we got to do some like super awesome math. I mean, maybe some might call it math. Okay, so the top view, or the last one that you draw, you can't just draw it anywhere. So this one, the one you start with, you can draw anywhere. It doesn't matter where you start. Then the second one that you draw is influenced by the first one that you drew because it has to match up here. You see how they start on the same line? And then right here, they should line up perfectly. They should line up perfectly. The mistake kids do is they'll draw this one and they'll draw it like down here or up here. And it's like, wait, this line and this line doesn't match. They have to match perfectly, like it's on the same line. And the bottom matches perfectly. It's on the same line. This is super important. When I start grading you, like you're going to be drawing stuff on your own. And then I'm going to be grading you on like, okay, do the lines match? Oh, they don't match? Take off a point. So it's very important that the lines match here. Now, when it comes to the top view or the last view that you do, some kids like to start on the top view and that's fine. Then they go down like this and that's perfectly fine. Whichever quadrant you do last is influenced by everything else. So my top view has to fit here and here. So my top view cannot be drawn out here. It has to be drawn within this gap right here because it's between here and here. And what I'm asking you to do right now is to lightly do a construction line that kind of goes up like this and goes up like that. We're going to erase these later. They're construction lines. So I'm basically having you guys put like the perimeter, like the barrier basically of like, okay, I can't go beyond these 2 points. So I can't draw anything over here. This is completely blocked off. They're not okay to use. Has to fit within here. Does that make sense? I hope. Okay. Now, when it comes to, well, where do I start? Do I start it down here? Do I start it up here? Like, where do I start? Well, this right view has an influence. Please pay attention. It's not hard when I'm going to show you, but if you don't pay attention, you get lost and it's not hard at all. What you're going to do is you're going to do a diagonal line. You're going to do basically 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. Like if you were to graph these points here. So here's 0, 0. So 1, 1 would be here. 2, 2 would be there. 3, 3 would be there. 4, 4 is there. 5, 5, 6, 6. And you can see how they go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, right? So and the points that you're graphing are these. So draw me this line. It's a construction line. It's a guide. Okay, so draw that. So you're like, what is happening? I just did this, basically connected these points, drew a line. It's a perfect diagonal line, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. Okay, now, why did I draw this line? Well, this is where it kind of gets hard if you're not paying attention. So pay attention. Okay, you see where here is the right corner, right view corner right here. So what you're going to do is you're going to go up from this corner to where you went, and you're going to stop when you hit this line. So I'm going to go up until I hit that corner, and now I'm going to go over and do a construction line. This is going to tell me where I start drawing my top view. Now I go to this one, and with my ruler, I draw a light line all the way until I touch this line. So I draw a construction line all the way up to this line, and I'm going to go over. Okay, so I took this point right here, I went up to my line, then I turned left. I took this other corner of my right view, I drew a straight line all the way up until I touched this line, then I made a left turn. So what did I just do? What I just did was I let you know where you can draw your top view. So I can draw it anywhere in this square right here. Anywhere in this square right here will go my top view. You don't have to draw this square. I'm just going to show it to you. So in this square is where my top view should fit. It shouldn't go beyond this point. And according to this point, I can't draw anything down here. So this is all like, you don't have to do this. don't shade it in. I'm just going to show it to you. Like, so this is all stuff I can't use, this exterior part. Your front view should fit in this particular square right here. And if you do it correctly, it fits perfectly. Like nothing gets outside. It's perfect. Again, you're going to have to draw this line and then up and over, up and over. Right now, it looks really hard, like you did a lot of steps. It's because this is your first time doing it, and we have to go slower. But in a couple of days, you'll be drawing this line without even thinking about it. You'll just draw it, and it comes second nature to you. So don't worry. We're not experts yet. Okay, let me find my PowerPoint. Okay, so now we're going to draw this one right here. And notice all the yellow lines are exactly the construction lines we just drew, right? So you see this diagonal line right there is a 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. That's the line. And then they draw a lot of extra lines. I'm just worried about like this line right here and this line right here for today. Just worried about those two lines right there. The green lines are the construction lines we just did, right? And then it starts here and basically here. And you see how this fits in within this little tiny box right here. So what I need you to do is do this one. So this is, it should be 8, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 3. This is another 3. This is obviously 9. So let's go ahead and copy this into our notebook. And remember, there's like a 2 square right here gap right here. So don't connect this all the way. This is a 3. All right, so I'll give you guys some time to do that. Okay, let's see. 9, 3, 1, 2, 3. All the way down. I guess I should tell you because right now I need it. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 6 right there going this way. Two, 4, 6. And then of course we're going to draw the interior lines. Awesome, 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 awesome. So let me show you my view. So there it is. Here's mine. And again, it should match. Like here it matches. Here it matches, right? So it fits in within the same limitations of your front view. And this, again, it fits perfectly. It fits actually perfectly. All right, cool, awesome, awesome, everybody. Oops, wrong one. PowerPoint. View. Okay. Can I get a thumbs up if you are done? Whoa, wait, hold on. Can I get a thumbs up if you're with me right now? Awesome. Okay. Yay. Awesome. Woohoo. Uh-oh. Okay, cool. I like it. Okay. So instead of like moving on to the next part, which is the cubes, we're gonna hold off right now. Now, it's okay if it seems like a lot to you right now. That's perfectly normal, 100% normal to feel like, wow, this was a lot. What just happened? I don't feel like I can do this on my own. That's normal response right now. I 100% guarantee that you will feel more comfortable with these as we do them more and more. In a couple of weeks, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm pro. I can take any object around my house and draw it in an orthographic view. Okay, so we're gonna take more time doing this. I don't want you to like think like we're done and we're not gonna, practice some more.